Hod.
Hi.
Hod.
Hi.
A humble Hod-like clap.
A humble Hod-like clap.
Hod. So this is Hod of Yesod, being humility of bonding and endurance. Humility is crucial in healthy bonding. Arrogance divides people.
Yes.
Of course.
Agreed.
Preoccupation with your own desires and needs separates you from others.
Yes.
That makes it. I'm almost finished with what is it? The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells.
Love.
I was like, this is a funny book. It started off really hilarious, actually, but now, so it is about a guy that cares more about his stuff more than anyone else, and like, you gotta help me with this, and we'll do this next. And then his other scientist friend is like, you can't do that, and think about the other people, and he's like, they're just country bumpkins, essentially.
They're just country bumpkins.
Yeah. Humility allows you to appreciate another person and bond with him. Bonding that is just an extension of your own needs is only bonding tighter with yourself. Sometimes I feel like I have been in danger of that. Like, I just want the friends so that I have an active time. I don't know, I have felt that before where I'm like, am I really just using people? I don't know. That's something that I fight through. An extension of your own needs. But it also does matter who the person is too, though. So I would say that it's, I don't know, in a way I am actually friends with the person. Like, I'm not just finding friends just so I can have active time filled or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it involves the other person and it fulfills a need in them too, then you are bonding.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for people that I enjoy. Healthy bonding is the union of two distinct people with independent personalities who join for a higher purpose than satisfying their own needs. True humility comes from recognizing and acknowledging God in your life. Am I aware of the third partner, God, in bonding? I don't.
I love it. You're like, no, not everything is about God all of the time.
Yeah. I don't know if we.
Even as somebody. No, sorry. You go ahead.
Go.
Even as somebody, I just started to fidget with this. Even as somebody who thinks about God often, I don't think I think about the way God interacts in my friendships, right? Like the way that my friendship is an extension of loving God. And I should, because I talk often about how loving each other and being there for each other is the manifestation of the divine in the world. Like, that's the only thing I think God cares about, is how we treat one another. So I should, more often than I do, think about God in the bond between myself and other people.
Yeah. Like, the only thing I can think of is it's good, if you want, the easiest thing would be to thank God for bringing you this person into your life.
That's really easy.
That you were in the circumstance to meet them, and that's how you met them. It wasn't just, because some people will be like, oh yeah, my friend got me together with my other friend, or whatever. It was this person's party, and I met this person. And so it's
I do that.
There's a third person physically there, but God, I guess we could say God did bring all of you together in that room, and so that's the easiest way. But is God always there every time I have an interaction with you or something? I don't know.
No, it's an excellent question. I mean, my understanding of the way God functions is that, yes, God is there in every single interaction at every moment, consistently willing each interaction into being. So, yes. But clearly I haven't done the work to think through that, because this, as you said it, I was like, well, I've never acknowledged that.
I wanted to say, because I like the idea, this is where I was going originally. First, I like the idea when people talk about having God within us, and or that we are our own God, we're striving towards something perfect. And so there was this video game that I played, it was called 9 Doors, 9 Persons, 9 Hours, and they talk about morphogenetic fields, which is this kind of psychic network thing that people could access. So I don't know how well researched or whatever that is, but there was a lot of science that went into that video game. But this idea that if there was God between us in every interaction, maybe my personal God and your personal God, when we are fully enmeshed and talking or thinking about, when I'm really thinking about your well-being in a thing, a conversation or whatever, or that you're having fun, I'm really thinking of you and you're really thinking of me, then it's our gods are meshing, and that goes up into the network or something like that, and that becomes God, or whatever. I don't know, that was something that came to my mind.
That's interesting.
As far as how could God be in every conversation, because that does feel kind of hard. Am I aware of a third partner? And that this partner gives me the capacity to unite with another despite our distinctions. that God gives me the capacity to unite with another? Do I think about God giving me the capacity to unite with other people? Not really, I guess.
Yeah,
Not-
I mean, there are times when somebody's like really different from me, where I'm like, one of the things that we say in Judaism is B'Tselem Elohim, or created in the divine image, and I often will think like, you know, there but for the grace of God go I. Like if I was in that person's shoes, I would behave in a similar situation, or I would know only what they know, and maybe I don't love what they're saying or what they're doing, but that's the extent of what they have, and like that person too is created in the image of the divine, so I will like go further because I think of that. But I think with people for whom it's really easy for me to connect with, I don't often think like it's God who gives me the capacity. I'm like, they're just really easy to get along with.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think about this one coworker I had like 10 something years ago who would like boast about his DUIs and stuff like that. And was like an overall not good person and really arrogant and stuff like that too. And so it's like to think about like this partner gives me the capacity that if God gives me the capacity to unite with a person like this, then like what am I supposed to do? Like play into his like talk and be like, yeah, cool, you got a DUI, that's awesome. Or like am I supposed to help him be a better person, or I don't even know. So like that's a weird one to think about. Like how would God come into that situation?
What is God asking us to do in that
Yeah,
situation?
or like maybe because if we're talking about uniting and bonding, like this is not a person I'm going to bond with ever. Like I can still see, okay, he has some goodness to him, I guess, like as far as the image of God, but we're not going to bond ever. So maybe that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like bond with everybody, but I think we should be able to feel compassion for everybody, you know?
Yeah, so we'll go with that. So yeah, humility. Exercise for the day. When praying, acknowledge God specifically for helping you bond with others.
I can do that. It's easy.
I could do that in the idea that it's like God brings me to certain places. Or it's like if I had the thought to suddenly go to the park today, maybe like that was God like pushing me there or something like that. And there was a person, we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I often think like that. Like when I get into a situation, I'm like, wow, if this hadn't happened, then this wouldn't have happened. And that's pretty incredible. So that's easy.
Yeah, that makes me think of that simple thing, like all the like great scientists that say that there must be a God, because it's like when you have like this number of planets and like the size of the people and like all the humans on Earth, and the fact that your two parents got together, and then of all the possible creations of alleles and stuff, they had you, and like that there must be a God, because like how are these numbers going to come together? And yeah, some people will be like, it's just coincidence, it's just a weird scientific thing, but like it's just too cool to be like, no.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.